Welcome to Free Live Tarot Readings. How is everybody doing tonight? So good to see all of you here. I appreciate everybody joining me tonight. What is happening? We have a truckload of donations, and we haven't even started yet. What is up? Oh, let's see. What do we got going on? We got Cheryl, Karen, and YouTube user. Thank you for your donations. I appreciate you so much. Let us start off with Cheryl. No contact from the company. Will they hire me? By the way, Sarah, welcome. Bountiful Sea Turtle, Beautiful Love, Andrew Johnson, Crystal, Linda, and Ave, and Bartman. What's going on, everybody? All right. Well, they have no contact from them. We need contact. We need to know if we're going to get the job or not. Let's scoot this back some. We had to reorganize the room today a little bit. So that's what happens. We get that scooted in a different direction. For this one, I think that we need some good news, and the deliverer of good news by far is going to be the what is it called? The divine something, the something tarot. Yeah, that one. That's my favorite tarot deck ever. The something tarot, otherwise known as the Light Seers tarot. You can tell it's been a minute since I've used it when I don't remember the name. Canary, welcome. How are you doing? All right. We need to know if they're going to contact us or not. Like, what are they doing over there? Why don't they just give us a call? Let us know good, bad, or indifferent so we can move on. You know what I mean? M, welcome. How are you doing? All right. The Light Seers Tarot. Let's figure out what it has to say today for Cheryl. No contact at all, but we do have a Four of Pentacles. Oh, that is looking kind of challenged. That is looking a bit challenged, just like my focus. There we go. There, right there. That's perfect. All right. The Page of Pentacles combined with the Four of Pentacles doesn't look like good news. I think that you're going to have mixed news with this. It's almost like that they're going to make you give hope. They're going to give you a little bit of hope. They have a little bit of good news sort of in the timeline. But then all of a sudden, it's just like everything settles down and then there's no good news. So we have this mixture of, I'm going to tease you with some chances, but at the end of the day, I'm not really going to give you the news that you need. So there is that challenge with that. And the Page of Pentacles sort of shows that. It says that I think that they do have a position open, but they're really just not sure what to do about it, who to get and anything like that. I think they're just sort of obsessing over all the candidates and whatnot. Boo-boo, welcome. How you doing? But yeah, the page just says they're not quite ready. They're not quite ready. And that's very challenging on a variety of ways, right? Because sometimes they'll have a position open and they'll have a bunch of candidates and they're just not sure who to pick, who to sort of move in with. And the Temperance says that mixture is just not there. They're just not prepared for it. I do think that they're making the decision based upon factors that aren't really relevant. In other words, it's almost like they're a little bit new to the process, or they're not really sure, bottom line, who's going to do it. So they're still talking it out. But the Four of Pentacles ultimately says, I don't think that they choose you for this particular thing. So if you're looking for them to hire you, you could be challenged with that, because the Four of Pentacles is them holding on to their money, having the tight grip on the purse where things just aren't being given the way they should be. Ideally, we would have like a Six of Pentacles here to where they're handing the money out or giving the money out and things like that. Nine of Cups does indicate a little bit of this illusion of something there, but at the end of the day, that something really doesn't pan out in the long run. We're going to go with the thumbs down. Going to go with the thumbs down and just say they're holding on to their money with that Four of Pentacles. That Page of Pentacles, not really sure what to do about the position anyway. So if they're this sort of indeterministic about what to do and how to go forward and how to sort of move past that, you know, that's not really something that you want to deal with anyway. It may not be the best situation for you, Cheryl. Just may not be. And by the way, this is a Cheryl Marchetti cloth. In case you're wondering, I think that's Cheryl's dog. I'm not really sure. In case somebody asks, because somebody will always ask, like, what's going up with the dog? Is that your... No, that's Cheryl's Marchetti dog. Will I find a relationship? Karen just wants some love. That's all Karen wants is a little bit of love. Won't somebody give Karen some love? Let's get the modern love tarot would be good for this. Get a little bit. I mean, if you're going to have a love relationship, it might as well be modern. It might as well be modern, because you need more, the old school love. I don't think that works. I don't think that might not work for everybody. So some people may be, but other people may not. You never know. But modern seems to be okay. It seems to be all right when we modernize anything. So let's modernize this. Find Karen a love. Find Karen somebody that she can enjoy being with. And the Nine of Cups is good news here. It is good news here. I like this. I like this a lot. Now, it seems that we have to sort of plow through the weeds. No pun intended. We have to sort of plow through the weeds in order to get to our destination, Karen. I think that you have a couple of people that are just not applicable or just not going to be good for you overall, and they're just a bad match. You're going to have to sort of filter through those to get to somebody that's going to be a little bit better suited. Death says that there is change on the horizon. In other words, not the traditional thing that you've been doing, the things that you have been pursuing, the methods that you have been trying. All of those don't seem to be working as well as they could, nor as well as they should sometimes, right? You do have death as sort of an intermediary between this. Death says we need something, we need a love, we need some excitement in here, but going as is, doing what we've been doing may not be the best solution to sort of getting to the end zone on that. So we need some changes, some factors involved. Nine of Swords says, I think you're sort of hesitant to embrace a lot of that change. I think that you just want to do what you've always done. This is what we do. This is sort of how we do it. This is how I approach things. I don't think that just works. The Nine of Swords says that it's going to be hesitant to change, but it is a necessary component, especially next to death. Nobody likes change unless you're just a psycho. I mean, I don't know. Nobody likes change. Death, Nine of Swords. Nobody likes that combination. It worries. Because you don't know what to do. It'd be nice just to relax. It would be great just to do what we've always done. Turn off the brain, go on autopilot, date this, do that, date this type of person, do that, these type of things. Five of Cups is ultimately, that's not really going to lead you where you want to go. So the current processes, the current things, the current way that we do things just may not be overall the best solution to that. Nine of Cups says that change that you need to embrace. Once you do, I think a lot of things sort of move around and sort of shift, and you have this different temperature to the entire dating thing and the entire relationship. I think that really sort of firms up some stuff. It makes things a little bit better. And I think overall you get into a position where you do get something more permanent. You do get something stable where you're not being used, abused, or things like that. So there you go. Blue Sky, welcome. How are you doing tonight? KD is here as well. Tammy, what is up? Cowboy Dan. We got everybody here. It's Saturday night. I hope all of you saw the stream today. We had a lot of fun just chilling out, talking about different tarot decks today. It was a lot of fun, I got to say. All right, let's go to the next question. YouTube user, what are N's current feelings about me? YouTube user, let's see. By using we'll do the Art Nouveau. I think a little Art Nouveau never hurt anybody, unless you get a paper cut, maybe. I mean, other than that, it never hurt anybody. We actually, look, I got my goal today by reading tarot. Oh, look at that. Look at that. The workout goal is achieved. All of you laugh when I say that tarot is the best workout ever. Because look at this shuffling action right here. I'm telling you, the shuffling action alone is worth 10,000 calories. You know what I mean? Cheryl and Sunflower, thank you for your donations. I appreciate you. All right, we got, I'm burning through like, a pizza worth of food right now. Just doing this. My watch confirms it. My watch says all that shuffling is good for me. It is good for me. It builds stamina, like it builds, your lung capacity increases. I'm just saying it's pretty fantastic overall. It is pretty fantastic overall. Anyway, did I turn off? Did I turn off the alerts? I think the alert box. Oh, no, I did turn it off. I did turn off the alert box. That's why you're not seeing it pop up. Oh, my. Okay, anyway, let's move on. Ends current feelings about me. This looks pretty good. This doesn't look too bad. I think that they are sort of considering a return, right? Considering a return. I assume to somebody that you've known before, somebody that you've had contact with before. It looks like that they are coming back. So they do want some communication. They do want to discuss or do something, right? Get something in there. The moon is sort of an interesting card. It's just what comes around, goes around. It is a cycles card, but it's more of a sort of a shorter duration as far as that goes. You have the Wheel of Fortune versus the moon, all of this stuff. You know, sometimes it just doesn't work well, but the moon is more faster card. So the current feelings are they want to contact you. They want to sort of get in that thing. Overall, they have sort of a negative outlook or maybe a little bit of a negative side to this. It feels like maybe this is not what I want to do at the end of the day, but I definitely want to give it a try. So giving it a try feels like sort of where we're at here. So they do have feelings towards you. They do have that. There is this intuition where they sort of know that you're thinking about them. They understand that you are in a position where, you know, you want some information or you want some confirmation. Or you just want to sort of talk to people and get to know people that you've known before and sort of get in that mode. So that's going to sort of be the positive outlook and sort of where you want to be here. So they do still have feelings. They do still think about you occasionally, but that contact is sort of pending, but they're sort of negative about it. They're a glass half empty. They're glass half empty sort of person when it comes to the relationship and how things go and how things could be and how things should have been and whatnot like that. We got two sunflowers. Sunflower Sun, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. Look at that. The alerts are back. The alerts are back. All right. Cheryl wants a decent man. A decent man. I'm not sure what a decent man looks like. I'm certainly not one, but I want to find out. I mean, I'm kind of curious what a decent man looks like. Let's get what's a decent man deck? A divine masculine. The divine masculine tarot would be a decent man deck right there. Had this on my channel. It feels like the same card stock as the Dark Mansion Tarot. And I'm just saying that's some good card stock. It is very, very good card stock. There you go. All right, Cheryl, afraid of some job. Cheryl, thank you for your donation again. I appreciate that. So let's see with this Dark Mansion card stock if we're going to find us a decent man. A decent, a man that doesn't suck. All right. Let's find out if we're going to be able to do that. The three of us, so you having some problems with that. You are having some problems with that. I think that you're on a search too. You're on that search. You're on that seek, trying to find somebody decent, trying to find somebody that just doesn't suck. That's difficult sometimes. A lot of times we want something like that, and it's just difficult. Three of Swords says you've been looking. You have been looking. You had this sort of a feeling that there would be some possibilities and whatnot. The Three of Swords, you haven't really found what you were looking for. You haven't really gotten into that mode where you're like, hey, I need something better. I need something that's going to be superior. The Three of Swords says you're just not finding it. Death, it says it is turning around, though. I think over time, once we're comfortable, once we're sort of in that place where we need to be. High Priest, thank you for your donation. Death says that things are changing. Things are looking up, right? Because the Three of Wands says the searching, the seeking that we have done, like the dog looking out in the distance, the searching and seeking, it's sort of paying off. We are attracting something. We are manifesting. And I think that's pretty important here to manifest, to attract, and to get that, because the Keeper of Pentacles says that we are able to attract somebody in there. It's just a matter of time. Give it time, relax, let it go down, and no pun intended. Let it sort of process itself, let it move itself that way. Death says changes are coming. You just have to be sort of patient. Look Watch the changes come, watch things process, watch things go to the next stage. And I think that's going to work out better for you. But overall, it's just a matter of patience. It's a matter of time. It's a matter of realization that you deserve the better man. Better man is coming. That Three of Swords says we've had difficulties in the past. We definitely recognize that. So at the end of the day, it's about being patient. You know what I mean? A lot of patience and just sort of doing the patience type of thing. All right, Sunflower, why do I feel so anxious? Sunflower, maybe it's because you're going to win the lottery. Maybe it's because you're going to win the lottery, Sunflower. I mean, I'm just saying. I'm not ruling it out at this point. We're not ruling anything out at this point for winning the lottery. But yeah, let's see why we are anxious. I want to use one of the oldies but goodies, the Wonderland, the Tarot in Wonderland. You know, the contrast on this cloth is a little much. It's a little too contrasty, I gotta say. I think I'm making an executive decision here. We're going to switch out the cloth. We're going to change it up, change it out to raw table. We're going to go to raw table. That contrast was killing me because it was like hard to differentiate the card from the cloth. You know what I mean? So, I mean, that wasn't working well. Now we got to change the footer to a proper footer for raw table. There we go. That is much more encouraging. It's easier to see. It's easier to read. Think we are going to be there. Mary M., welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Stacy, welcome as well. Good to see you. All right. I mean, why are we so dang anxious? What is happening over there in the boo-boo world? In the world, oh, boo-boo. What is happening that's making us anxious? The Five of Swords. There's some things not working out. There's some things not happening, not working out. You know, it says things just aren't going the way that you want them to go. And I think you're trying to micromanage it. Lady, welcome. You're trying to micromanage it. You're like, you know, I am the magician. I have the ability to just tweak this the way I need it to be, to change things around, to change and to move things the direction that I want to go. Ten of Swords says that's just not working for you. You think you feel this loss of control. And where you had, Cheryl, sure, let me know what your new question is. I think the Ten of Swords is a loss of control where you did have some control. I think that you've been on a streak of control. I think that you've had a lot of command over things that have been coming around and happening and moving and being exciting and the thrill of the chase per se, right? But again, I think you're in a position where you don't have that anymore. And it's almost like not only do I have anything to chase, but I don't seem to be in the driver's seat a lot of the times. And you see that with the Ten of Cups. Things have gone so well for you. So well for you. Cassie, thank you for your donation. Things have gone so well for you. And now it's just like I'm just a spectator, the driver's seat. I'm more in the back seat at this point. I don't know what to do. I think that's why you are anxious. It just feels like things aren't in control right now. You've lost a little bit, not full control, but you've lost a little bit of that. And that sort of makes you nervous. You know, you're a little bit nervous on that because you don't know what is next. QB, I have no idea what QB is. QB a person? Is QB a person? I do not see QB. Sunflower, let me know. Question below. I get it. The other Sunflower. Will I be happy with what will happen tomorrow night? Dun, dun, dun. What is going to happen tomorrow night? You're making me anxious now. I don't know what's happening tomorrow night. You know who does know what's happening tomorrow night? The little critters in the Mons Tarot. These little monsters know what's happening tomorrow night, and they will tell you. They will tell you. Will you be happy? Will you be content? Will you have a Ten of Cups moment? Maybe even a Ten of Pentacles moment. The Sun would be great. Maybe a Two of Cups. A lot of happy cards here, and that is what we need. That is what we need. We need some good cards. We need some good cards here to make you happy about, oh my. We start off with the Devil. We start off with the Devil, the Star, the Six of Wands, and the Tower. So, okay, apparently whatever's going to happen seems to be moderately important. It seems to be moderately important. I don't think it's important to everybody, though. Maybe not everybody. Maybe not everybody. Sunflower number 2, Sunflower Sun. It's pretty clear from the cards that this is important to somebody, but not everybody. And I'm kind of wondering, like, when that happens and you have this equilibrium distance between one person thinks this is vital and critical and they're stressed out and sort of pushing this thing, and then the other person just like, yeah, whatever. You have this disconnect, right? You have one person pushing for the 6 of Wands or the Lord of Victory, this big successful thing, all of that. The star says that there's importance around the matter in this particular thing, and it just feels like that the star is I'm being guided towards this, and it is something that is relevant, something that's going to be important to me. The Tower says that this is a moment where things aren't really going to work out for everybody. I think that you don't really have that happy medium here. Samantha, welcome. How you doing? The Tower says that happy medium is kind of crumbled down, may not be available to everybody. And the Devil is why. Some people, again, are coming in with their own agenda or the way that they want to do it, the way that they feel like it should be done. A lot of people aren't going to agree with that. A lot of people just aren't going to agree with that. Will you be happy overall? The 6 of Wands is for a time, yeah, but there's some changes that are going to happen from this. So the Tower, the big changes might happen from this. So will you be happy for like this long period of time? I think that's a short period of time. Yes, you will be. But those changes, the variance that you have, the wild difference that you have within that is definitely going to be something to take notice of very quickly as far as that is concerned. All right. What else we got going on? We got Cheryl. Cheryl changed her question. Cheryl's new question is, Tarot Oracle, can I change my question? Yes, you can. New question. All right. Cheryl has a new question. It's not showing up in my chat. How soon will I land the same type of job? Why isn't that showing up in my little happy chat app? I'm not really sure. I'll just click it. There we go. I'll just click it. New question. How soon will I land the same type of job? For this, I want a nice sunshiny wheel tarot. That's going to be the key right there. Samantha, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. Oh, let's see. What are we going to do with all of that? That type of job that we need, the type of job that's going to be decent. How soon will I land the type of job that I want? Knight of Wheels says keep looking. Definitely. 8 of Wands says it's going to be sooner than you think. I do feel that sooner than you think. I mean, there you go. Boo-boo, when I get some excitement in life. Boo-boo, you just need a stalker or something. You know what I'm saying? That'll give you as much excitement as you need. I'm just saying. Dee Dee, welcome. What's going on? Riddy, welcome. How are you? How soon will I do that? It's going to be sooner than later. You do have the 8 of Wands. I think you're looking at a matter of weeks at this point to sort of get that. That's not to say that you can sort of relax with that. It's definitely a matter of weeks, but it is something where you can work at it. We can go out and search and seek and chase it. I think that's really going to make the big difference here. Knight of Wheels talks about the night, the movement of delivering that job to you or that job coming there. It is a movement card, pretty heavy on the movement there in this particular card. So be aware that you do have to chase. You do have to be out there. You do have to get that. But the satisfaction that you have from getting that is pretty intense, right? The 4 of Wands, I feel at home. I feel that I am comfortable here. This is something where I know what to do. I know what to expect. And it's something that I'm going to be comfortable with. The 4 of Wands says that's going to be a key component here. 7 of Cups says you do need to watch out for jobs. I think some of these jobs just are completely irrelevant and a terrible match for you. And you gotta watch out for that. You can't just go for everything. So I'm going to apply for everything across the board. I don't think that works long term. That 7 of Cups is that there's a lot of illusions, there's a lot of bait that is hanging out there that you don't want to fall for. You don't want to be involved with that. You definitely want to sort of navigate through this the best way that you can. But the bottom line is keep working at it, keep going, keep getting out there, keep searching. 8 of Wands, you're looking at a matter of weeks. And the 4 of Wands, when you get it, you'll know it. It's going to be something that's entirely obvious, definitely there, definitely going to be something that takes your attention. And it sort of grabs your attention and lets you know that everything is going to be good. Everything is going to be good. Sunflower Sun, thank you for your other donation. We are bombed with sunflowers tonight. All right, got 13 donations there. High Priest had a question. Samantha, thank you for your other donation. All right. Big changes, have to tell you later. Amanda doesn't suck. Yeah. So oh, wait a minute. What am I doing? High Priest is over here. Will things prosper in my home? Well, I certainly hope so. I certainly hope you live long and prosper, just like Spock said, you know what I mean? In one of the movies. I think in all the movies and the TV shows, he pretty much said the same thing. Spock didn't have a big variety in the one-liners, you know? It was just quite a small variety of one-liners that Spock had there, but there you go. Okay, let's see. How will things, will things prosper in my home? By the way, this is the Gentle Tarot. Everybody does ask. It is a beautiful tarot deck. Everybody does, it just puts you in a good mood. It makes you feel like that you're doing good, that everything is going to be all right. And that's what we need, High Priest. We need things to be prosperous and all of that. Root of Cups, that Ace of Cups, I think that is a big thumbs up for you. It really is. That 8 of Stone. As far as prosper goes, as far as getting in the money, you know, just getting comfort, getting money, getting that big money flow going. The 8 of Stones, the 8 of Pentacles is going to be a huge card for that. It really is. It's about working, getting the reward, having steadiness, having the predictability, and having the stability that you need, as well as justice is going to be a key component here too, because justice does say that you want that fine balance, that balance between everything. I don't think that you want extremes in some regards, but a balance is going to be the biggest boon for you as far as that is concerned. 9 of Thunder says before it does get brighter, there is a little bit of darkness between that. So you have the Ace of Cups. We have this hope. We have this prosperous promise or things going well and whatnot. But then the 9 of Thunder says, oh, you know, knock on wood. Is this going to be something long term? Is this going to be something that hangs out? Is that going to be something that's going to be prosperous for us and whatnot? 8 of Stones says yes. You got to be patient with it and things. So long term, Ace of Cups is going to be huge for that. The 8 of Stones, the prosperity and the stability brought by that. And justice, things evening out, doing a little bit of the Libra thing, evening it out is going to be important there. So, you know, don't go too far. Don't go into the extremes. Let everything even out. And I think that you will be prosperous indeed. Prosperous indeed with all of that. All right. Did I get skipped? No, I'd never skip you. I have an application that tells me everything to do. The application that I wrote, it tells me everything to do. So, High Priest, I know that you are in here because you are right there. You are right there. You are right there. So my app handles it all. It knows everything. It sees everything. It does everything the way it needs to get done. Okay, Cassie, why do I keep seeing ones? Cassie, I don't know. Let's find out. Let's do a little bit of an illusion. A little bit of an illusion. The Field Tarot feels right for this one, that's for sure. Oh, no, let's do the Dreams Keeper. The Dream Keeper is going to be a good one for this. I like the Dream Keeper Tarot for stuff like this. We have 2 that we can use. We could use the Dream Keeper or we could use the Mystical Dream. In this particular instance, I think the Dream Keeper is a little bit of a tighter ship. It runs a tighter ship. Do I have the manual for this damn thing? No, I do not. Okay. I do not know where the manual is for this, but it is the Dream Keeper, I promise you. That is what it is. All right. Just a coincidence, or is it something that you need to be aware of? Oh, it is not a coincidence. It is not a coincidence at all. Something else is happening here. Something is going on with this. We have a lot of majors. So there are ones, the ones are pointing you towards something. I think something's trying to get your attention. The star says this is something that has been trying to get your attention. I don't think it's something new. There's something brand new. Like I've never seen this before. It's brand new. I don't think it's one of those. The star says this is something that's guided towards you, something that you have been seeing. You have been sort of repeatedly seeing and repeatedly sort of having to communication about. Six of Wands says that you have a goal, you have a perspective, you have something that you need to chase. And it needs to be addressed. Does it need to be addressed right now? Maybe not, but it's definitely something that is on the horizon with that. The Six of Wands is the only non-major we have here, which is kind of interesting. It is the Lord of Victory. It's just following this path, following the clues, following this little bit of a mystery is going to take you to where you need to be. KS, welcome to the stream. How you doing? But yeah, that Empress and Strength. This is all about a combination of getting the information, talking to your guides, finding out exactly where this path is that you need to be embraced upon, that you need to be embarked upon as well. The Empress and Strength are a pretty powerful combination. It talks about taming the lion or getting things to where they're going to be manageable. And I think that's part of the clue here is getting things to be manageable, getting things where you can chase the goal, getting things to where you need it to be, right? The star says it is something that has been there. You've seen it before. Definitely chase it. Definitely figure out where it needs to take you and go on that ride. Go on that ride and to the destination. And I think that you will be content and happy. In the meantime, Samantha wants to know, how does Chris feel about Eric after Monday night? Well, Monday night was a long time ago. I assume that they have firmed up their decisions. They have firmed it up. You know what I mean? Stacy, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. Let's do the let's see. Or was that a cue from a long time ago? No, I have no idea what's going on. Oh man, it's doing it again. It's doing it again. It's catching up from a year ago. It is doing it again. I would say this is pretty annoying. I gotta say. Let me turn off the alert box entirely. There we go. I don't know why it does this, but it has a bad habit. It really does. Okay, anyway, let's go for Eric. Let's go for Eric and find out from the clues what Eric is doing there. All right. Oh, let's see. Sarah wants to know, when will the PDF version of your new book be available? Sarah, I am posting weekly updates to my book. It will be available I will finish at the end of May. Printing will begin at the beginning of June, and it'll be a few weeks after that because I need to get a prototype copy printed, and then once that is printed, then I will make all the 200 or whatever orders that I have after that. So I need a prototype printed version. That'll take a couple of weeks. It'll take me a couple of days to read it. And then once that's all done, then I'll do the actual print run. But the PDF will be obviously before that. So you're looking at the end of May. All right. And Keita, welcome. How you doing? All right. How does Chris feel about Eric? Queen of Cups, King of Pentacles, and the World. There was some resolution. It seems to be things did move forward. There was some resolution. It seemed to be okay. It's not as bad as it would be. It could have been a lot worse. Things sort of worked out not too shabby. I mean, the World is a great card for this because it shows that there was a good conclusion to whatever was discussed. Whatever we sort of had, whatever we sort of discussed, talked about, we sort of navigated through these issues. The World says that we came to a decent conclusion there. King of Pentacles does say that one person is clearly on the better end than the other one. So we have one person that's in a great position. Another person's not a bad position, but they're not, I mean, they could have been a lot better. They really could have been a lot better. They could have been a lot improved. So one person is very on a higher end, the other person not so much. And Queen of Cups says there is some understanding between these two people. So there is some emotional understanding and emotional communication that happened as well. And everybody came to an understanding. Six of Wands says it is a successful talk. It was a successful interaction or whatnot. But I mean, there you go. So that is what the cards say as well. Sukoden wants to know what's going on here. Well, there is no list. Donations take priority. And then I might read at random from the questions in chat, but seems like every night we have nothing but donations. So we used to have the slow nights. Slow nights are a thing of the past, apparently. Okay, let's see. Eric was told not to come over again. There you go. A nice conclusion. They came to an understanding, and it was a successful understanding, and one person got screwed. So there you go. When am I going to get some excitement into my life? Well, now, I mean, just there's a lot of wild things that you can do to bring a lot of excitement very rapidly into your life. So you may not want to do some of them. Some of them might be illegal. I'm not really sure. But what's not illegal is the Elemental Wisdom Tarot. This is by the same people that made the Dark Mansion, by the way. And it is wonderful. This company knows how to make a deck of cards by far. So, all right. Karen, thank you for pledging to my Patreon. Thank you so much, Karen. I greatly appreciate you. Okay, let's see. Enjoy all the Patreon benefits, by the way, which is a lot. You'll see the intro screen when you join Patreon is massive, and with a massive number of links and a very robust amount of videos to watch. That'll teach you just about everything you want to know about painting or drawing, in addition to all the tarot bonuses, all the free books and whatnot. So, yeah. So when am I going to get some excitement? The Ace of Swords says you're not communicating with the right people to get that excitement. You're not communicating with the right people. You need to start talking. You need to do the Queen of Swords, not the Ace of Swords, the Queen of Swords, and communicate with these different people, all of these people that are going to get that excitement into your life, because you're sitting in your comfort zone. You're just sitting there. You're sitting in your comfort zone. You're like, today is another day. I'm just going to do the same thing I did yesterday and the day before and the day before that. You need fire. You need that fire energy. And that is going to help by getting this Ace of Wands right here. The Ace of Wands is just flaming hot. It is. It is flaming. It says, get off your butt and go do that exciting thing. Go get that stuff done. Page of Cups, you're a little nervous with it. That's okay. That's all right. The Page of Cups says go forth and do it anyway, because that fiery energy is what you need. You're bored. You're not communicating with the right people. You're not getting out of your comfort zone. You're not going out, doing wild, weird things, fun things. Get out. I mean, Christina, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. You need to get that excitement. And the only way to do it is to get off your butt and be the Ace of Wands and get that fire and just go. And just go. And just go. You're not moving till the summer. There's a lot of excitement between now and summer. There's a lot of it. A lot of excitement between now and summer. And I think that you should embrace it. You should embrace it. Okay, somebody asked what deck was that, by the way. That was the Elemental Wisdom Tarot. Google it, and you will find it. It's not cheap, but the price of paper is going up by 20%. So I'm just saying, Elemental Wisdom Tarot is not cheap, but if you look on Kickstarter, every damn deck is $60 to $85. So watch the news program, by the way. Watch the news. The news is coming out, I think, tomorrow or Monday. It's going to show you just how wild and expensive everything is freaking getting right now. And it's going to get worse. It is going to go up even more. Okay. Sunflower Sun, will everything go well with H tomorrow? We have a lot of expectations over here, Sunflower Sun. We got a lot of things happening with that. We want to see what is going to go good or bad with this interaction tomorrow. Gregory Scott, no, let's do Bumbleberry Hollows is really going to round out the night here. I talked about this on the stream earlier. It's a good deck. It is a good deck. It is a good deck. Christina's blowing the paychecks over there. Christina's blowing them paychecks. Got a Dark Mansion and an Elemental Wisdom Tarot. You're going to be styling. You are going to be on the cutting edge of tarot at this point. I'm just saying. And you got it before the price hike. That's not going to be a bad deal at all. So pat yourself on the back. I think you are made the best investment ever because that's going to hold its value like gold. Like gold. Linda, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you so much. Will everything go well tomorrow or will it stink? Eight of Swords says nobody has a lot of control over this. Nobody has a lot of control. What's going on over there, Sunflower Sun? Why do we have a restrictions card as the first volley out of the gate? Something's up. Something is up, especially with the Knight of Wands. Three of Cups, Knight of Pentacles brings it back into perspective a little bit, I think. Three of Cups says the more people there, the better. The more people there, the better. It almost seems like that there needs to be one other person there. You don't want these people being alone, you know? The Three of Cups, that alone interaction may not be prudent in this particular situation. Because the Knight of Pentacles says there is some sort of potential conflict or there's some things happening with that. Evan, thank you for your donation. Knight of Pentacles says there's some consequences involved here. So we need some more people there. There needs to be other people voting with other people's opinions. That's going to be key here. Eight of Swords says there's not a lot of wiggle room here that can be accomplished, right? Knight of Wands is going to happen quick. It's going to happen efficiently, and the fire is going to kick up and get in everyone's face. And overall, I say yes, but it is a delicate balance. I'm going to give it a thumbs up. I'm going to say yes, it is a delicate balance, mainly because of the Knight of Pentacles being sort of a calming, soothing, relieving thing after this three. The more people there that have an opinion, the more people there that can vote in, the better it is going to be for everybody. Sunflower Sun. I'm just saying. Everybody loves the Bumbleberry Hollow. And I told you it was going to be magnificent months ago. The minute I saw it on Kickstarter, I was just like jumping up and down in my videos. I'm saying this is going to be amazing. You got to get this. You got to get this. You're going to see it on the stream and wish you would have gotten it. And sure enough, there we go. So let's do a little Thoth reads. A little Thoth action. Never hurt anybody. Does Chris have negative or positive feelings towards me? Let's not do a throwdown. No throwdown tonight for this particular question. We may have a throwdown later, but maybe not. Maybe not. Okay. Does Chris dislike Samantha? Positive or negative? A whole lot of negative. It looks like a whole lot of negative. This is nothing but negative, in fact. This is we have a little bit of the defensive nature. It's almost like you're blamed for something that you didn't do, or you're blamed for something that they definitely have some concern with you. There's definitely some concern and some worry that could be happening with that. I think the biggest problem here is they don't know what you're going to do, or they have a lot of mystery about you that they don't know sort of how to react to it properly. This is sort of the convoluted, I can't see the forest because of the trees card. It just feels like that is a situation. They do not like some situations that happened and that occurred overall, and they didn't want to really get into this. They are a bit defensive right now, so backing off probably prudent. But overall, I would say this is a whole lot of negative right now. It looks very negative. We have a lot of challenges involved here. The Thoth is traditionally a bad news deck, but for accuracy, I'm just saying, for accuracy, I think the Thoth is looking pretty good. For accuracy, it's beautiful. All right. Karen, thank you again for being a patron. I hope you like that massive screen you saw with all the freaking books and videos and everything else, because I'm sure you're going to be doing that. I think if you watched all of the videos and read all of the material in the Patreon, so if you join my Patreon, if you read all of the text that I give you, if you read all the books that I link, you watched all of the videos, I think it's about 50 hours worth of content. So if you're interested in tarot and you like to draw, you may want to check it out. You get all my books for free. You do. You get every single book I have for free. Not for free. You paid for it to get in, but you know what I mean. Okay. All right. What is coming in April? How is that going to look? Let's see. Well, since I know all the factoids and whatnot for how April, or for what you're doing with April and whatnot, let's sort of see from a perspective of what I know. Things get better than what you have now, which is important to you. I think overall you're like relieved. There's this big exhale of just, everything's going to be all right. Everything is going to be decent. That's going to be important here. The sun is such a great card. It says things are riding in. Good news is being brought into you. It's being escorted to you. That's where you want. You want that good news there. You want that good news to be accepted into where you need to be. The Nine of Pentacles says a lot of things work out for the better because you did what you did. So you do have a lot of relief, a lot of, and that's one of the factors with the 7 and the 9 of Pentacles. The 7 is working towards a goal and the 9 is realizing that goal. And here you have the realization of the goal. Now there is somebody, almost a motherly figure in here. I think that you end up missing a family member and you actually want to contact them more, or they contact you more, or it sort of brings you a little bit together. And it's sort of interesting in a lot of different aspects with that. You are going to be challenged financially due to what happened. That is for sure. We have the 5 of Pentacles, the broke card, I ain't got no money card. And that sort of feels like that, yeah, there is some financial challenges getting in there, but the rewards that you get from that, Samantha, thank you for your donation. The rewards that you get from that is going to be better than the price you paid. So it is something where you're like, okay, I did good. The sun, things are looking up. Certain people can't find you anymore. You do have a relaxation in some of that as well. And I think this brings about a new opportunity for you. So for both of you, I think it brings out a new opportunity that you didn't have before. And I think that new opportunity is something that you can grasp, you can get into, and you can go forward with, and it's going to bring you a lot of good stuff. So yeah, overall, April is looking good. If you're looking for the disconnection that you were looking for, I don't see any cards for that. We'll brought one more card for the disconnection that you're looking for that happens in April. And we have the Page of Pentacles. Ooh, we do have that. We have the maturation. So the Page of Pentacles is normally a seeking stability, but not having a lot of maturity. The maturation, I think, has occurred a little bit. The maturation has occurred. And I think this particular individual is willing to do the right thing. So I don't think that this is going to be as difficult as you think. I think that person and that individual is willing to do the right thing now, and they're not a page anymore. They're more of an acceptance of how things go. Okay, do we have, we have a game. We have a game. Okay, well, let's do a game with a throwdown.
Time for a tarot throwdown.
So we have the GA Tech up here, and on the bottom, we have Florida State. So we have the ACC Championship game. We have the Florida State here, and then we have the alma mater GA Tech over here. It feels like GA Tech is at home. We have a home feel with that. GA Tech makes some spontaneous decisions, though, that don't go well, that stink. They make some spontaneous decisions that stink. and that ends up being very difficult indeed. And yeah, I think that the Florida State pulls out on top. They have virtue going for them. I think that death means they're able to make changes and alterations that are going to accommodate these winging it theories, these winging it things that you have over here. I think death actually accomplishes what it needs to do. It's like, okay, you're going to do that, then I'll do this, and I'll do this, and I'll beat you. I'll be better. It's tight. It's tight up front, but no pun intended. It's tight up front, but at the end, I think that the Florida State wins. Florida State pulls out ahead and says, yes.
Hooray!
Things worked out. Things worked out well, and Florida State ends up doing the good deed. So Nick and I aren't really talking. Is this going to get better between us at work? Oh my, Evan, you need to recover that. I would say that this might hurt Tara would be good for this. I think it would be fantastic. Bountiful Sea Turtle, thank you so much for your donation. I appreciate you so much. Wow, we're not talking anymore. Are things going to get better with us at work? Because work is a weird thing to when you start having personality issues. You know what I mean? That you start like arguing and bickering and you're stuck with each other and all that other stuff. Will things get better? Will things get better? Well, now, I think that you have a moment where things heat up to a point that you have to resolve something. You got to resolve something. Yeah. Things aren't going to get better. Just not. The Eight of Pentacles is working. It is doing things, but we have this fiery energy over here. This fiery energy over here is kind of difficult to get into. The two and Ace of Wands, they think about recovering the situation or getting back to normal. And I think that they pursue that a little bit, but it just doesn't work out. I don't think it works out for the best for either one of you. The Tower basically says that overall things just crumble and fall down to a point where you have to recover it. And things heat up maybe, or things crumble down, or it's so freaking awkward that you end up being pushed. You end up being pushed into a situation where you have to do something. You can't just let it sit. You can't just ignore it. You can't just say, nah, it'll be all right. I mean, we'll figure it out. I don't think that happens. I think it reaches a point where you have to do something. And that something is going to be to recover it and to fix things. So it just gets worse, basically, until it gets better. And it gets better because of a specific Tower moment, and that Tower moment is going to be something that you definitely know happened. The Tower is not subtle. It's not subtle. So when it happens, you know it. It's not something like, I wonder if that was the Tower moment that fat guy was talking about. No, the Tower is not subtle. You will recognize the Tower from quite a distance away. It is easy to see from a long time, for a long time. Will Chris contact me again, or are they going to piss off? Let's see, Samantha, if they are going to contact you again, or are they just going to piss off? Because we need to know. By the way, we're ending soon. We're wrapping this thing up a little bit and ending soon, getting a Dark Mansion up in here. Dark Mansion is so beautiful. I mean, I'm just saying, Christina, you are going to adore both of those decks you got, because that's like a paycheck worth of tarot decks, but still, you are going to be happy, happy, happy. You are going to be very content. Okay, so is Chris going to contact me or leave me alone? They're going to contact you. We see a lot of this here. We see a lot of this contacting feel here. Ace of Swords, Samantha, you've been here. You know, Samantha, you know that that's going to be a contact. You know they're going to give a call. They're going to give a text. Something's going to happen. That Ace of Swords, they're going to reach out. But there's some things that happened before that, right? I think that they do try to leave you alone. They try to exit. They try to run the other direction. They try to get far, far away. And it just doesn't work out because the Lover says that they need to talk to you. You have some information. You have some valuable things. People like to discuss things with you. People like to talk to you, bounce ideas off or whatever, right? Sarabi, thank you for your donation. But that Eight of Pentacles says that being away from you just doesn't work long term, and they do end up contacting you again. So, yeah, they are going to run away first. They're going to get some distance, but the Lovers pulls them back in, and they need to contact you. Ace of Swords says so. And that's the end of the day. That's what's important is we can separate. We can be on the other side. We can be away. But if it's destined to be something where they just need a friend or a relationship or whatever, then they're going to come back. You know what I mean? That's just how it works. Frustration with mom. Oh, there's somebody else in chat that has a similar situation, by the way. Frustration with mom. What's a good mom deck? It's a good mom deck. Well, I don't think we have a good mom deck. I guess we can use the manga. We'll use the manga tarot because the traditional manga tarot is quite lovely. And I really enjoy this deck. Don't use it enough, but there's only so many damn decks I can put on this tower, and it's full. It is full, and I have like 30 more decks on order, so we're going to run into a problem eventually. We're going to have 14 tarot towers over here is what's going to happen. I'm going to have to get rid of some decks. How should I deal with this frustration? Don't. I think that you're taking too much on. You're taking too much on of this. The Seven of Wands says there is frustration for a good reason. I don't think this is random. It's just not random. It's just something that you have to deal with. You're not really going to, there's not any Band-Aid that you're going to be able to put on it. There's not something that you're going to say that's going to be able to fix it. You're just going to have a bit of a problem. Four of Cups says there's nothing you're going to offer them that's going to fix it. You know what I mean? There's nothing you're going to offer that's going to fix it. Four of Cups says I'm being offered something, but I'm just rejecting it. And that is important here, Bountiful Sea Turtle. It really is. The Magician says that you are trying, you're giving it a shot. Magician says Mom, you've known Mom a long time. You know what Mom needs. You know how to talk to Mom. A lot of things with Mom. The Magician says you've given it a try, but they're just kicking you out. They're rejecting everything. They're very defensive. The Seven of Wands, the defensive card, they are very defensive. Nothing you're really going to say that's going to do it. You're going to have to wait it out, basically. Ace of Pentacles is the waited out card. It says, just try to build stability, but don't rush it. Let stability be there. Let it build on its own, but don't try to force anything. You know what I mean? Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, don't try to force anything. Anyway, Evan, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. So you just got to relax. Just got to relax. Let things work out on their own. There's no Band-Aid that you're going to be able to smooth, to put on there that's going to fix everything. Will I be provided justice against the people who did me wrong? I want to know because they did me wrong. Boo! And we need justice. What? Normally I would use the This Might Hurt tarot, but I already used it. I can't use it twice. It's illegal. All right. Sarabi, let's see if we can dig up a justice card here. Let's see if we can dig up a karma card. We have a lot of these. We have a lot of these in here, Sarabi. I'm telling you now, we do. The Seven of Swords, the Six of Swords, the Star, and the Two of Coins. You got to move past it. You got to move past it. You're hanging on and you need to not hang on. You're hanging on and you need to not hang on anymore. That's basically what it's saying. Six of Swords is move past it card, right? We have the Seven of Swords. People stole something, Sarabi. They stole it and they left with it and they exited and they didn't have any damn respect for us at all. It happened. We saw it. We know it. We knew it was coming too. Something was developing. Something was happening, and then it happened. The Seven of Swords, they snuck out. The fox grabbed all of the knives, and they snuck out with them all. You got done wrong. You got to move past it, though. You got to move past it. You got to get on the boat. And the Six of Swords is going from a place of bad, a thing that happened that's bad, to a better tomorrow. Where do you need to go? The star says you are going to be guided to that. It's not going to be something where you're left out in the cold, Sarambi. You gotta move on. And the star says moving on is key. Move on to where you're pointed to where you're guided to. That's going to be critical here, especially with the Two of Coins, because you do have a question. You have two choices, Sarambi. You can be bitter, you can get an ulcer, and you can plan a bad revenge plot. Or you can move on and go to the next thing and concentrate on being productive, being better, and making your life better afterwards. Don't make the same mistake again. Don't open yourself up to that mistake again. But you know better now. You have learned, you know better. And it's time for you to move on. It's time for you to go to the next thing and be productive, be better, be happy. Don't let that drag you into misery, and don't wander around life for years to come being miserable because you want karma, or you believe karma must be done by you. It just says move on. When is Jacob and I going to reconcile? Last reading of the night, by the way. Last reading. Look at that. Sunflower's got the private readings. If you want a private reading, give me a call. tarotandcoffee@gmail.com. Link an email down there in the description, and it will get you where you need to be. If you need a private reading, $30 for 20 minutes ain't a bad deal. Not a bad deal. I mean, I've been reading tarot on this freaking channel for 11 years. So I know a couple of things about tarot. I don't know everything, but I know a couple of things about tarot. And it's enough that I wrote 3 books now. So assumedly, people like what I do. Because they keep coming back. All right. When is Jacob and I, are we going to reconcile? Are we going to reconcile? Are we going to get together and figure out everything that happened and make everything better? Wow, it's going to be a long ass time. It is going to be an extended amount of time. So, I mean, you're looking at a while. Evan, I'm sorry. I wanted to give you this good news. I was all thrilled and excited. You got a lot of really crap cards here, but you got a good card at the end. So reconciliation is in your future. The tarot says yes. Reconciliation is in your future. It's coming. Is it coming soon? Is it coming soon like that we are ending soon? I don't think so. I think it's going to be a while. Something happened where this is going to be difficult to smooth over. We have the Three of Swords. Somebody was upset, greatly upset, and they put some distance between that. They put some distance between you. And this is the delay card. If you're looking at a long period of time, the Four of Swords gives it to you in spades. And the Nine of Swords says you are concerned about it. You'd like to fix it. You would like to smooth it over. You would like to pop a Band-Aid on there and high five each other and get that. And that's just not going to happen anytime soon. So you're just looking at a distance. You're looking at a while. Ten of Cups says it will occur. This is not a permanent break, a permanent problem. It will occur, but you have to be patient. You have to be diligent. Let this person have their space. It's going to be so important. You have such a crap card set over here. It realms into the better, but you need to be patient. And don't concern yourself with it. Don't get an ulcer over it. Don't try to Band-Aid it up when it doesn't need to be Band-Aided. Let everything go in sort of a natural space. A natural space. Well, there you go. So that is the readings for tonight. I'm here every single night. Please come back and join me tomorrow. I appreciate you being here. Please hit that like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.
Wish I could say I was finally over you, but that's not the truth. Everyone always keep falling in love again. The fuck's wrong with them? I don't understand. Maybe it will pass by, someone save me. For I pass out, I'm too lonely to be done. I'm a drink at this pace. Yeah. Why am I the only one who's left in the rain with nobody to hold on to? Why am I the only one who's feeling this pain when there should be two of us? And yeah, I know we both wanted different things, but letting go just comes easy to you, darling. Why am I the only one who's left in the rain? If I had an option to be someone else, I would, and let go of you. I know that I'm obvious, fuck it, I'm made this way. But why didn't I stay when